Welcome to my PowerPoint presentation on why Boon Illumination is a bad perk in Dead by Daylight. Illumination is a Boon perk that allows you to bless a totem. Survivors within the Boon totem's radius can see the aura of all generators and chests on the trial grounds. Additionally, the caster can cleanse and bless totems faster while they have an active Boon totem. Illumination at its core is counterintuitive to its goal. In order to reap its benefits, you must find a totem to bless before anything else. When the perk's goal is to provide you with information about your objective, making its user hunt down a side objective is a bad start. However, it's made even worse when you consider that totems are harder to find than generators in quantity, size, and location. Sure, the two chests that don't spawn in the basement may be easier to find, but that's probably not the best use of a perk slot. Additionally, I think it's evident that they realized how weak this perk is due to the additional totem action speed this perk grants. It's the one effect that grants this perk some unique territory, as additional blessing speed is locked behind one of 4 perks. However, this too is counterintuitive, as the bonus is only granted while you have a lit totem. If you have an active totem, there's not that much need to bless another totem, and even if you want to relocate your totem to somewhere more helpful, you're saving all of 1.3 seconds. It's just not worth it. You can argue it provides good information for the team, but if you or your teammates need this information, I'll hazard a guess that your team is comprised of new players. However, that being said, there are simply better alternatives to Boon Illumination that each player can bring to suit their needs. Not only are these perks better choices, but also more readily available. You want to find chests? Bring Plunderer's Instinct. It finds chests without any setup and also gives you better quality items. It's also a free perk you can get without buying anything. You want to bless totems faster? Bring Resilience. Sure, you have to be injured to get its benefit, but it also provides a small bonus to almost every other action in the game, like repair speed and vaulting. It too is a free perk you don't need to buy. You want to find generators? How about Visionary? It does essentially the same thing without any setup. Sure, it's locked to Felix, but it's at least on an original survivor whom you can buy with iridescent shards rather than a licensed survivor for whom you have to buy with real money. Or how about Deja Vu? That also finds generators, grants a speed bonus for repairing certain ones, and encourages you to break 3 gens. Did I also mention that it's a free perk available from the get-go? There are a few changes that I would make to Illumination to increase its viability. Primarily, in order to attune to its namesake, Illumination now acts as a support for all other Boon perks. The effect radius of your Boon totem now has an increased range of up to 4 meters. This alone would massively improve Illumination's viability, as it would simultaneously buff all other Boon perks. However, I still find its informational aspects to be lacking. Now, instead of revealing all generators to survivors within its radius, it now reveals a 3-gen. This provides more focused information to the team so they can reduce the odds of a late game 3-gen. Additionally, I removed auras of chests as well as the action speed bonus in favor of revealing all totem locations. The key intent of this is to enable the Illumination user to identify a more favorable location for their Boon totem, but can also provide information for the team to eradicate hex totems. This keeps the idea of the re-blessing bonus, but provides something a little more substantive in doing so. Overall, these changes would cause Illumination to be a little more fitting in its namesake, such that it becomes a guiding light for both survivors and Boon perks. Thanks for watching, leave a like, and put your thoughts in the comments below.